What's up, folks? It's fall. It's time to start thinking about certain jig bites. But is there ever a wrong time to throw a jig? I don't think so. If I say fall, crawl, jig, guarantee you, first thing that came to mind was this. That's what everybody thinks. Brown and orange. You're not wrong. The majority of them are going to be more of a green pumpkin color, and you notice what's tied on and what's not. So, let's take a minute and let's get into it as to why. Okay, got your standard old green pumpkin. You can't go wrong with a green pumpkin in any situation. Most people think that when they think craw, and like I said, you're not wrong. Not wrong at all. The pH in the water and the crawfish's diet is what tells or dictates what color they are. It's mainly vitamin A. Now, the majority of your crawfish are going to be somewhere from here or there. They're all going to have lighter bellies, and they could even start out and look black and maybe a little bit of orange on the tips of their claws. You kind of have to judge that. Your best bet is if you catch a fish and it spits up some craw parts that haven't deteriorated, you get a good idea of what your crawfish look like, and you can start making adjustments. You can use either a kind of a chunk style bait, the Zoom Super Chunk. I use green pumpkin blue and a lot of green pumpkin pure gold, those chunks. Or you can get into the trailers. Now these are twin tail trailers. You can't go wrong with them. That's a twin tail trailer there. And I'm about to give up some juice here. Remember what I said. The underneath of these things, all crawfish are going to be lighter. Guess what? That's lighter. A ghost herring. Twin tail grub. Put on the back of a green pumpkin blue jig is probably a higher percentage match for crawfish than either of these two, depending on their environment. Now, you can also get into the bladed jigs, fool around with those. Same concept. So like I said, you're not wrong picking any of those colors, from black and blue, green pumpkin blue, and any of the orangey, browny craw colors. All I'm trying to get you to think about is figure out what your crawfish in your area are doing. Now, fish will bite any of those, but they're more prone to bite what looks like they've been biting. Match the hatch kind of sort of way. If you can narrow that down, you're going to increase your bites, increase your hookups. Because now we all know bass don't have hands. They're very curious. You may be throwing a jig and it resembles something they've been eating, or it's just something makes them curious. They're going to come up and they will inhale that thing and pop it back out before you can even try to swing on them. And a lot of times, some guys will tell you this, some guys, hook sets are free. As soon as they feel a tap, they come from the cheap seats, man, and that, jig comes flying out of the water, back at you, whatever. I'm more of one of those. If it pops, I start pulling. If the rod loads, I swing. If not, I let it soak. Pop it again. That fish may have did an investigative bite where it just kind of sucks it in, pushes it back out. They'll just pop it like that. It's that fast. You'll just feel, thump. They're not there because they're like, oh, I don't know about that. Spotted bass, especially, very competitive. Largemouth, very similar, but not as competitive. If there's more than one fish looking at it, this one picks it up and blows it back out, the other one's will be like, hey, I'll take it. Don't cheat yourself out of a good hook set. Pull on it. Got a little weight there, swing on it. Now the jigs I've shown you today are all True Grit Tackle Jigs. Make sure I get this where you can see it. And better. That's my preference, so I'm wearing one of their hats. I know the guy that makes them. They're very well put together. This one here is a green pumpkin. It's called the Widowmaker. You can get them in regular grade or tournament grade. Widowmaker's what I got tied on right here. Oh. This one, the juice one I just showed you, I don't know what the name of the color is because it's a juice. It's tournament grade. Doesn't have a name. If it did, I'm not going to tell you. Not even going to let you see it close up. I don't want to get nasty grams from a few people. Well, they'll probably be lighting me up anyway after they watch this and go, dude, you're giving away the juice. I didn't tell everything. You're not wrong with one of these either. Pick the appropriate color according to your conditions. Temperature, remember, doesn't always dictate what a craw looks like. Their diet does. What they're eating is what's going to make them these colors. And the majority of the time, in most of the places I've went, they're more in the black, brown, bluey color than they are into the bright oranges color. They may have a little bit on them, but for the majority, those darker colors, green pumpkins, browns, little orange, predominantly brown, accent orange, that's where you're going to get your closest match. Now, you can pick your trailer. If you don't want a lot of action, go with a chump. You want a lot of action, go with the twin tail trailer. Can't talk today, and this is the only one of these I've had. That'll improve your hookups, your bites, your catch, and make it a whole lot better while you're out there on the water. I'll provide links to where you can get these jigs from True Grit Tackle. You can get them at Fish North, Georgia. That'd be your best bet. My buddies up there, they make them. I know the guy that makes them. Make him work. Make him stress. Make him light my phone up. Get on there, order you some jigs now, because he tournament fishes. So keep him busy. And get out there on the water. Throw your jig.